like some Final Fantasy shit. Oh, Cloud. Dot, 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 dot. First few comments, I didn't really care for that music shit in the beginning.
That music was not good. Oh, it'll be fine. We'll break it down into cute little steps.
And if you got someone on your side who's like, you know what, you shut your fucking mouth, you do that, you do this, and you'll succeed.
Hey.
Poge the professor himself.
Beaming in from a different galactic zone.
Ooh, thanks for being with us, Poge. I know time-space is pretty rough these days.
It's rough to travel, but anything to make it onto Ancient Wisdom.
Damn. You know, that's why I appreciate us all being here together again. I got my official garb, also from Intergalactic Time-Space. Thank you, Poge.
Not a problem.
How we look professional, how we look real.
Yeah, that's great with the hat.
Oh, I needed to do the
That's not even a
backwards
joke.
hat.
I'm not going to lie.
No, I appreciate it.
Lie.
I didn't take it as such. Thank you. And it's like, I can't really do the forward hat with the kimono.
The forward makes you look like an asshole.
It
does. It makes you look like an asshole.
I was going to use a more, less harsh term, but yes, thank you, Ryan. Now
Ryan keeping it real.
Yeah, keeping it real, man. I'm the realest of the real.
You're supposed to be culture, Ryan.
Which is keeping it real. There we go.
That's why I like the backwards.
As the rap
hat better.
songs say.
Yeah, keep it real.
Speaking of real, guys, I got a lot of questions this week for you.
And I got answers.
Hopefully I have answers.
Damn, you could tell Marco's philosophy.
I have answers.
Ryan's just straight. I have your
definitely has
answers. No
answers.
bullshit.
I'll tell you whatever the fuck you
maybe.
want to say.
They said Socrates was the wisest man in all of Greece because he knew that he knew not.
Ooh.
But what does it mean to know, right? What does it mean to exist?
That's my greatest philosophical conundrum or debate that I have with myself all the time. I feel like nothing is real if you really think about it. Nothing truly matters. You can say on paper, I have a great life. All these things, I'm doing things correctly. But does it matter?
Right.
Does it truly matter? When I die, none of that's going to mean a single thing.
Yeah. And it's like, what does even matter mean in that sense, right? Leaving a legacy or like making some kind of difference. But if everyone's going to die, then what's the point anyway?
Yeah.
And it almost seems like you're sort of checking boxes, like you were saying, even in that sense. I know we love our checking boxes here on Ancient Wisdom, but it's just like, okay, you could say, I worked out today. I did something productive today, but what does that really
I left
mean?
an inheritance for my future children. And what's to stop them from being assholes, spending my legacy, ruining it, or generations from now? Sure, it's great for like my son and grandchild, but then it gets muddled. They forget my whole story. I have my, third death, right? Where
yes.
they don't even remember my name anymore or where they came from. And then it just disappears. And it all starts all over again. Just one giant loop, constantly, just boom, boom, boom.
So there is a group trying to really kind of fight the ultimate death of everything, of our planet, really. They're trying to, like Marco said, maybe there's no meaning after it all, but these people believe that there is so much meaning to this earth that they're going out of their way. They're called the Extinction Brigade or something like that, or the Extinction Fighters. Yeah, they're going around. They're going around and they're basically just doing things on their own to basically make the earth, I guess what they believe, a safe place for the future.
Classic.
Thank God.
Everyone thinks they're going to be the savior of the next generation. What do they do? More like scientists or like freedom fighters?
They're called the Extinction Rebellion, and
they stop highways because of trees being cut down.
Well,
they stop highways because of trees being cut down. I'm just
I
can give you guys this example.
Oh,
here.
nice. Oh, gosh.
So
you could turn down the master. Bring it way down.
So what's happening here is she is literally just smashing gas pumps like credit card readers and the just like the part that tells you the LCD, the price. She's just taking it with a hammer and chisel.
I gotta
and
imagine that's
it.
illegal.
What's crazy is he can't do anything to stop his business from being like destroyed.
Oh,
right now.
sure.
Right.
Depending on who this even is, and like, especially if it's California. Oh yeah, forget about it.
Yeah.
So
But they look legit.
Rebellion.
They got their little high vis jackets.
They got like this like skull on the back of
She's
it.
hitting it so softly
They
too.
look like fat losers too.
Yeah, they don't know how to use a hammer. They're having some trouble.
Fucking swing that
These
thing,
are
man.
a bunch of fucking people who
That
want
guy's
to
like,
make a
yeah.
statement and want to fucking.
Shitty, weird cartoon skull on the back.
Did you see how like he's just like
He
I'm
gave it
gonna
like
do
a little
this.
nod, yeah, like he's sexy or something.
What a
what are you
fucking
doing, bro?
douchebag.
So yeah, Marco, they're
gas pump
saving.
looks fancy,
They think
though.
that that this is saving the future of the Earth.
Wow. Deep, Poach. Because it's like every time, it's like, what are you really doing? You're just ruining a guy's business at this point.
Yeah, like-
somebody who worked hard. And
Like you are
wants to
ruining
feed
that
his
guy's
family.
fucking. You're ruining his life at this
Yeah.
point. Like if people don't like use the card reader thing, he's not making profit for his business, so his business is going to go to shit because of these.
Yeah, people don't get it. They think that
They're doing more harm than good.
they're like, I don't know, destroying the oil industry by doing this. Like, what do they think?
I got another great one.
Oh,
for
Putin's
ya.
going down.
No one's gonna fill their gas tanks, and then we stop pollution, and then the ozone layer fixes itself, and we're good. We're good, Mitch.
Absolutely idiots.
Science
It's
told me that if we don't fix the ozone layer in 2 years, we're all dead.
like, wow. So
What
then
the
they
fuck
said
is
it-
this? Why are they wasting it?
Because you're hurting
Wow,
cows.
this is freedom fighters at work,
my
folks.
You can't hurt the cows.
Some poor fuck has to clean that up.
Dude, everybody always thinks they're doing good. Yeah, Marco, how about the janitor that has to actually like sweep this up?
Yeah, like someone's got to clean that and waste more resources.
This is
to clean it.
protest.
Like it's happening anyway.
Save the cows.
Like somebody could have drank that.
Now, what the funny thing is, now the reason I showed you guys this is the irony in all this is they're just gonna have to make more milk because
Yeah.
they're just-
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I still want milk. I'm going
Yeah.
to buy milk. So
That's
like,
fucking stupid.
yeah. I don't know. Like, what do they think they're doing? But this is an eternal theme. This is an ancient theme, too. Everybody, Marco brought it up before, playing God. Everybody always thinks that they're doing the right thing. Everybody always thinks that they could build the world in their image. Oh, if I pour out milk, like, what is really going
Yeah.
on in the brain? I don't fucking know. Like, nobody's going to drink this now. That means the cows are saved. No, it does not.
Like,
I'm making a
fucking
point.
Giving
I'm
them
important.
too much credit off the bat. There's
Yeah.
nothing happening in their brain. They're just like hearing someone talk, someone who's good at talking,
Yeah.
saying something to them, and like, if we do this one thing, it'll all be better. And then no one has the balls or even the wits to say, okay, but how? Like,
Right.
map out to me how that helps anything. It just does, okay?
Oh, you think
And
there's
I
a
just-
ringleader, right?
Oh, there's always-
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
always
definitely
a-
Why don't
one
we arrest
guy
them like
fucking-
Alex Jones, right? Because all the milk is going to shit. Guy needs to buy some new gas readers at his gas
They
station.
stimulated the economy a little bit with that, I guess. They have to pay. Someone's got to pay for that milk.
Yeah,
and then
this is
someone's got to
just
get a job to
more
clean up that
money
milk.
being
Oh, yep.
wasted. More money being
Stimulated.
wasted, and they're protesting shit that's been happening for years. Like milking
Forever.
cows
Or
have
literally
been-
ever.
yeah, well,
have been forever. Like, oh, now it's hurting the cows.
Yeah.
like I don't know.
So there was one man daring enough
Huh?
to stage a counter protest.
Oh,
You
I
guys
bet
are gonna
this
love
guy's
this
a
one.
real hero too. Let's see.
He's just eating meat in front of the vegans.
Hell yeah.
He's just eating his meat.
I love shit like this, dude.
You and your small dick and your pussy way of killing animals.
Wow.
That feels good.
oh my gosh. She has no idea what she's saying, dude.
She's just triggered. She's triggered.
This guy's a boss. He's licking off the
Yeah,
sauce.
he's
Have you guys
Wow.
heard about that thing a long time ago? This, I don't know where it is, but there was this restaurant
doing?
who used to butcher their meat in the window.
You saw that guy?
Yeah.
Sorry, Marco.
And I was about to be like,
Second.
watch it, Mitch, watch it.
Stop that. No, he likes how he's licking it. Do you see it at the end? It's like,
stop.
yeah, okay,
Jesus
like,
Christ.
I don't like that it's meat. I want your meat. Sorry, Marco.
Do you guys remember that story of the restaurant who would butcher their meat like in the window?
Oh, geez.
And then like people started protesting and like going crazy, and they like
Wow.
ruin their
Well, I
thing.
mean, that was a-
and at the end of the day, they can do it.
But
they
that
were
was a
allowed
time.
to do
Oh,
it,
yeah.
all that stuff. Of course.
Naturally,
There was
right?
a time you could just like you said, just walk right up to someone. It doesn't matter what time period. Someone's
And
standing
eat
there
meat.
hucking meat with rusty shit. You're still eating it. Like
Yeah.
so, it's 2022 and someone's butchering meat in front of you. Like, get over it.
A lot of it is because you see it now, and that's such like a naive factor of it all. It's like, you know it's happening if you have any sort of sense of how the world works, but now I'm looking at it.
So now it's really
not
internet,
cool.
man.
Yeah,
It's
that's a
really
good-
happening.
Right, it
'Cause-
becomes real to you.
Because I was about to say, like you just said, like them seeing it now, it's real to them. Them not seeing it, they're like, oh, they're not. whatever. I don't see the cows being cut up for burgers or the little lambs and shit. And once they see it, they're like, oh shit, it's real. This is where we get our fucking food from.
And I think there's a big spike in it right now because there's this new documentary on Netflix called Dominion where they go, it's like...
Is that voting machines?
I don't know. No, it's like the voting machines, but it's about like big food and what they do, and
Wow. I watched Cowspiracy. Have you guys heard of that?
I've seen that
probably
one.
like that.
I've seen that one.
Basically, the conclusion was cows are farting too much, so the
Oh,
world is
in India,
doomed.
for sure.
Yep.
And then I watched one about
thanks.
orcas or something, like whales.
Oh,
like something about the whales.
Orcas
It's
are like killing people.
Yeah, orcas are fucking nuts.
Did you know? Wait, is that the same as a killer whale, right?
An orca
Yes.
is a killer whale.
Dude,
yeah.
did you know there was only a couple deaths, I think, like 4 or 5 deaths, if I'm not mistaken. And 75% of those deaths were one orca.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It was just a serial killing orca, dude.
killer whale.
It was a fucking literally killer whale because
Wow.
they kept messing with it, making it do tricks and shit, and it would just eat the trainers.
Yeah,
and like
it would
drag them
it
to the
would
bottom
kill
and
them
drown
because
them
it's
and
like,
shit.
I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah,
And then just
I'd be pretty
snap.
pissed too. You're huge in a tiny pool, like
It's like Free Willy, but
was a
like
killer whale.
you know, there's a horror movie called Orca where it was like
Wow.
Jaws, but it was an orca. Like legit,
Get
it was like
creative,
legit
guys.
Jaws, but orca.
I kind of
but-
want to watch that.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking.
we'll watch that
nuts,
on
man.
Watching Movies with Mitch.
Yes,
That'll be
sir.
the next one. Some low budget ass film.
It is. I think it came out maybe even before Jaws, maybe after. But
whoa.
like,
Before that, I mean, that's groundbreaking if true.
Right.
But I don't
Yeah.
believe it.
The orca is actually just Jaws is just actually based
Yeah,
on
right.
orca.
Steven
Ba-
Spielberg was just like, I got an idea.
instead of an orca,
What-
we'll use a shark.
What made me curious is you guys said everyone's seeing it more now because it's real and in person. They're seeing it, right? But that's only because of the internet, man. Like, think about it. There's probably some dude who posted a video on some subreddit somewhere of this restaurant of butchering. It's like, look how they're doing this. So disgusting. All these meat eaters. Everyone sees it and they get this like warped view in their head. But in reality, maybe that place like gets farm to table stuff. The whole thing is done. It's just a natural process that's been done for like all of time.
exactly.
And they have this weird warped view because of how they get their information, how they.
It's one of the most
information
pure
is sorted.
professions, actually. When talking about that, it's like this guy's actually feeding the town and doing the stuff that nobody else fucking wants to do. I don't want
Yeah.
to cut up a cow. I don't know how to do it.
It's like
Like,
these
jeez.
the towns that have farms and stuff. It's like, oh, fresh local meats. Like,
That
where do you
sounds
fucking
amazing.
think that shit comes
Yeah,
from?
especially, and the butcher is even better because those are the few people that actually still do it themselves, and
Yeah.
it's not like the factory farming type shit.
Exactly, because it's the local meats.
Yep.
It's the local dairy, the eggs, and then you get the local people and the business. They'll cut up the meat, and then you see them cut up, dude, all professionally. It's not like they're slopping fucking knives around with blood everywhere.
Yep,
You know,
absolutely,
God
man.
forbid, that's a business where they have to do like. It's something they have to do. Maybe not necessarily they want to do it. Someone's got to do it. You know, someone's got to butcher these animals and make food and stuff. And then when people see that, it's like, why protest now when like 5 years ago you didn't think twice about this and you're eating all this meat, you know? And then now you come back to realization, oh no, we shouldn't be killing all these animals. It's like, you kill all the animals, you're going to start killing us.
Right.
Everyone
I
wants
think
to change. Oh, sorry. Everyone wants change. Everyone wants to do something good, right? Everyone wants to feel like they're right.
like they're doing something
Yeah.
Right.
good. Feel like they're right.
But you ask them what it is they're doing, like we said earlier, they
don't
don't,
know.
fucking know.
Yeah. Is that human nature? I mean, have we always done that? Because I think back to even before the internet, Mark, I was going to make the point actually of the war, man. The hippie movement kind of started and the anti-war protest started because all that shit was televised during Vietnam. And they saw it for the first time. And
Yeah.
they weren't as hyped about it as they were for World War II. Because, you see what actually goes into war. So I don't know. It's pretty interesting. Like when people see it, they think they know about it. I saw it. I saw the war in Ukraine. I saw footage. So I know everything about it.
We also have, unlimited choices, so we can have vegans because we have grass
First world problems.
grass patties. We have
Yeah.
all these things that are like mass produced out of wheat, out of all this like the Impossible Burger.
Yeah.
Like we have that stuff.
What a fucking stupid
feel like I
world
heard
we
something
live
different.
in.
Yeah,
What was the punishment for Amber Heard?
Oh,
Remember
my
that stuff, you
God,
guys
I don't
know?
even know because I just stopped watching that shit.
Yeah.
I didn't give it. Once I
like, it
heard
turns
that
out
she
she was
shit
the
on his
bad guy.
bed,
Yeah.
I was like, she shit on his bed and beat him up.
Yeah, it
like,
turns out she was the bad guy. Go
yeah, they
figure.
played audio footage of the phone, and she was like being such a bitch, and
Yeah,
he's
she's
just
a
like,
huge
please
bitch,
calm
dude.
down.
She's a
like,
psycho.
you're a fucking bitch. You're the fucking pussy.
Yeah, like who's the
I was
bad guy? Like the
I was
video
like,
we were just
what?
watching
Yeah,
where he's
yeah, yeah.
licking and eating the fucking meat, and the bitch is yelling at him like
Yeah.
cursing his grave. I was talking to an old guy the other day who was like, yeah, put Trump in prison, psh, more like a firing squad. And I'm like, what? You want
Whoa,
to kill the guy?
That's,
Like, you
that's
serious?
intense.
You could have an opinion, but
But
you
yeah,
fucking
it's like
serious?
I don't know what she got. I know she had to pay some money, but they completely, if I read it right, they completely cut her out of
Yeah.
the Aquaman
Aqua
movie.
something or other. Yeah.
And either she's only in it, either she's only in it for a few minutes because of like plot or whatever, or they just completely.
No,
cut
there's
her
shit's
out.
on the
making a
bed and
second
Aquaman.
one. There's Aquaman 2.
Oh,
coming.
okay. Was she
Yeah,
already in
yeah.
it?
Wasn't that already out? I think
Aquaman, the first one was already out.
Yeah, the first one, but no, this one was coming out.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know. It could be sure because
I would just see if I was. Oh, the suits have no creativity. But if I was in charge, I'd like take the shit story and go hard with it.
Yeah.
Maybe she's like an enemy villain, and she's like her magic weapon is a shit.
Nah, she was supposed to be his
Shitstorm?
girlfriend, so you take that and then you take real life where it's like, did you shit in my aqua bed? Yeah,
you?
because you're a
There it
fucking
is.
bitch. You're a fucking pussy.
Just go roll with it.
Yeah.
I don't know why there's. I don't know. why
make
this-
their poop
this
something
world
like
sucks.
different.
But the
Yeah,
poop
yeah.
floats because they're fish.
Ah, yes.
Mitch,
No, it's
do you
actually
think you're
just a
living
spell.
in the best timeline, medium timeline,
Yeah.
a little lower timeline?
This is rough.
This is a rough
No,
one.
granted, I didn't
Sub-tier.
exist 100 years ago, but I imagine this is the shittiest version
How do you think?
2022.
of 2022.
How do you guys think people in the future are gonna look back at us?
Like we're fucking
Like
morons.
we fucking suck.
I don't get it. Why would you waste that they wasted so much money to make this movie. And
Yep.
now you're going to waste more to shelve it when
It
you
sounds
could have
suspicious. Like Poach said, a tax write-off or something like that. I don't know how it works.
I don't
but
really get it
sounds
either.
fucking weird.
Like,
yeah.
I'm with you. Like, wouldn't you want to like make a little more money?
At least
Just,
make
like,
some money.
Just,
Like,
just
even-
release the movie,
yeah,
make a
like
little
if you
money.
just release it and make 20 million. All right, that's 20 million
yeah,
more
so
than you
we
would have
lost
had.
70
Yeah,
million.
exactly.
Someone's gonna say
They were just like,
even
nah,
if
we
it
lost
doesn't
90
make
million.
money, it'll
we
still
lost
make
it.
money.
It sounds like there's probably
They probably have to
loopholes.
market it still, right?
Yeah.
They got to come
Oh,
up ads,
yeah.
all that stuff, and then
It does the marketing for itself.
It does. It really does.
Wait, what the hell? That's what's messed up. If you say like Amber Heard shit in the bed,
I'm like, yo,
that's
I'm going to
enough
see that
marketing
fucking
for
You guys
itself.
wanna watch the
Maybe-
worst
that
movie ever
sounds
made?
great.
Yeah, right?
Oh my god,
Morbius
it could be
time.
terrible.
And
but
it's
people
like, I
are-
would've seen
they're not
Batwoman.
creative. That's the difference.
Wait, that's like the
between creative
Morbius
and
movie.
suits. What's
Dude,
like-
the Morbius movie got such
What is
bad
that?
reviews. It's Jared Leto's new vampire. He's a Marvel character.
Does Jared Leto just suck?
Yeah, I mean, dude,
Everything
he used
touches
to be
just
good.
turns to Amber
Yeah.
Heard's bed.
He was good. Yeah, he was a good couple of movies. But once he did the Joker, I was like, dude, man, you got to
man.
step back a little bit.
I heard he thought he was the shit.
Yeah, he stayed in character.
Ryan
sent
told
in
me the
creepy
story
gifts.
about he was being diabolical. He was being devious to get into character. What's it called? Method acting.
Yeah, method acting.
And so he like mailed a condom to somebody.
He did, and then he sent
And-
a
and
snake
dead
to this
rats,
girl. Dead
too.
rats, not
Yeah.
dead rats.
To Margot
live
Robbie.
rats.
Because a murderous killer psychopath like the Joker would do a little cute prank by mailing a condom to one of his co-workers.
Put a couple of
Oh.
fucking tattoos on a DC character, and everyone blows their
Whoops.
fucking minds.
You could tell this guy's a fraud. I don't know. Sorry, Jared Leto.
Start
but
making music
You
again.
sound like you suck.
I used
He
to
doesn't
like
suck.
him so much.
His
man.
music is good. You know, I like
Yeah.
30 Seconds to Mars. I like some of his older movies, like Requiem for a Dream. He was kind of good in the second
Okay, I
Blade
haven't
Runner
seen those,
movie.
granted.
I liked his part, you know, and in the Blade. He could play a really creepy role, but don't like cut your hair, gain some weight.
Cut your hair.
You know,
Get a haircut.
I used to be a big fan of 30 Seconds to Mars. I remember hearing that he's like a giant douchebag.
Yeah.
Like in
I
real
could
life.
see
And
it.
now it kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
In
Watch-
his movies, it's like
When someone tries to do it all, they just
watch
can't
talk
handle
shows with him, and he always has this like, "I am a pretentious asshole" look on his face,
it. Damn.
and he always like leans.
I
in
wouldn't
and
expect
talks,
that
and
from a
he's like,
Hollywood
"Oh, you see
actor."
there, whichever Jimmy show I'm on.
Your face was totally cut off,
I know.
unfortunately.
I'm like Two-Face.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, so I mean, I wanted to talk about too, like the intelligence, right? Like what sort of role that plays in someone's life. Now, it's very strange, right? Because the male intelligence is much different from the female intelligence. Now, men have much higher rates of super geniuses, but we also have much higher rates of psycho retard murderers. Whereas the women are always just right in the middle. You know, they're always like, okay, you know, sure, they're depressed. They talk too much, a little naggy.
Do you think their extremes are much more too, though? I actually think the smartest person right now is a woman with the highest IQ. If I'm not mistaken, it's like a little girl with like a 226 IQ, which I don't even know how that like makes sense. This was a long time ago, so maybe that's changed.
That's you can't say that anymore. Right. Did you know that fact check is like a
racist?
Oh, pretty much, yeah. You can't say fact
like saying simp on fucking Twitch.
It's an ancient symbol.
So,
this is a symbol from over the years. Yeah, you can't fucking take this away from me.
Yeah.
Are you gonna fucking cancel my fingers?
All these things I'm just gonna like put in. No, I'm gonna put it here afterwards. But I don't buy it. So Marco, what were you saying? Like they have sort of different extremes, is what you're saying?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they are definitely. I think what raises their IQ a little, so they're more average, right? More spread across the mean, is their ability to multitask is higher than ours.
Multitask, you said?
Yeah, they're much, much better at multitasking than we are. Like we complete jobs. Give us a job, we do it. That's it. But give us like 5 jobs to do at the same time, we suck.
Right.
Do the opposite to women, and they excel in doing the 5 jobs and suck at doing the 1 job.
Let's get ancient about it, right? Historically, the women would stay at home, and maybe they have to deal with multiple children. They have to deal with crying. What's going on?
You gotta cook the food. You gotta watch the kids.
Watch the kids.
I like Marco's charades.
This
is cooked.
What is this?
We just gotta watch one gazelle in the distance.
But that's what it is. We focus. We see it, and the whole world turns to that.
Yeah.
When you're hunting, you're in.
I think we figured it out.
So that's it. Women can't hunt.
Wow.
That'd be interesting. Take a woman who hunts and see if they're good at multitasking versus like a stay-at-home body kind of.
Oh, I heard like there's like a woman sharpshooter who's also one of the best as well.
So I actually could not find the smartest person because I just keep getting different answers.
Fact checked.
Elon Musk or like Stephen Hawking.
Type in highest
IQ.
Highest normal person, not
stupid.
fucking famous person.
Yeah.
Just type in highest IQ.
Smartest ranked
Stephen Hawking.
Smartest
Is he still
ranked
alive?
countries
No.
Everything
in IQ.
Oh, I believe it.
Of course, Japan.
Yep.
You should type in highest IQ in the world.
This is the IQ of the world.
No, like highest person with highest IQ or something.
Oh, that's what you wanted. Okay.
Africa is just all purple. Darn Africa. I wanted to believe in you. And Nepal for some reason. Is that what that is? Yeah. What the fuck?
That's interesting. Nepal.
What are the colors?
Purple is, I guess, just less.
Purple, I
lower
assume, is
IQ. Less
smart.
Just less.
Wait,
Don't do it,
there's
Ryan.
one cluster in between South America and
Stop it, Ryan. You don't see that.
We're canceled. Thanks,
I didn't
guys.
say anything. I'm saying
This
there's
has
one
been
cluster
ancient
right
wisdom.
there. And then
Catch you next time. No, I'm just kidding.
There won't be a next time.
guys, I know people are going to see this, so I'm not going to be that bad.
That's
but there's
right.
one really dark cluster in between South America and North America. And I don't know what that is.
Dark cluster, Ryan. Please.
The colors
For the love
of the
God,
thing.
Ryan. All right, guys. I have to do this disclaimer again.
So I had to look
do
it
not
up.
endorse.
The 3 highest are all women.
What?
You're Mitch, you're not on
3
the
highest
I'm fact
IQs
checking
are all
this.
women.
I'm not on that list.
No. Are you a woman?
Could be.
I mean, yeah, you could be.
I could be. It's 2022. Don't get us canceled again, Ryan.
I'm sorry.
Now, why is it, Marco? I'm going to ask you that intelligence comes with more distress. Look at this ghostly woman.
28.
Wow.
Yeah, and then there's a child under her for second place. It's interesting.
I can't find it.
But how do they test it? Like, do they give them a quiz?
I think the
guess so.
IQ test is
not sure how
dumb
it works.
as all shit.
You know,
Yeah,
it's like you
it's
got to
not
answer
real,
these 100
basically.
questions, and if you answer this
Whoever
many, you're fucking super
pays
smart.
the most.
Yeah.
Kim
Pays the
Yeah,
most.
that sounds like it. It's never, there's no like standard test to answer your question. It's kind of all fake for the
Just
most part.
pattern
from what I
recognition
understand.
for the most part. What
Yeah.
an IQ
It's
test
like one of
is.
those. Would you like a free examination?
But we
I
don't
have
do that
a
anymore.
piece of one of the best ancient wisdom from one of the best ancient elders
Oh,
about common sense
what do we got?
that I think will go right with what Mark was talking about.
Heck yeah.
Mr. Iron Mike Tyson.
Oh my god.
The most ancient. I
What
mean,
the
he does
heck
have a face
is that?
tattoo, guys.
Yeah, I mean, he
That's
is
pretty
someone
ancient.
who. I don't think he has common sense. Not if you have.
We'll
a face
find
tattoo.
out.
He's taking a lot of mushrooms. I don't know.
More than mushrooms. And he's taking a few blows to the head.
To the far right of the spectrum or the far left of the spectrum in politics? You're conservative or liberal?
Now listen,
He's thinking
when
about
I was younger, I was all-out liberal, but as I get older and I look at my children and I see what's out in the world, I get a little conservative. You know, it's common sense.
Whoa.
Who said that? What was the president? Who was the president who said that? Was it Roosevelt? Who
Not
said?
sure. What about common sense?
When you're young, when you're a liberal, but when you get older,
Oh yeah, I don't know where the
you're,
quote comes
become
from.
conservative.
But very true, man.
Yeah.
You
Comes
start
from Mike
paying
Tyson.
taxes. Comes from Mike
Yeah, it
Tyson.
comes from Mike Tyson.
clearly.
Iron Mike Tyson.
Iron Mike. You know, you start paying taxes, and all of a sudden you realize, like, oh shit, like I don't want to give my money to a bunch of losers.
Yeah.
If you're actually like making money and you did it, and you know you worked hard, then you start thinking twice about this stuff. And it really is. It's common sense these days. And I like Mike from what I've been hearing. I don't know about his old days so much, but now he's doing a podcast and
Nah,
stuff
he's totally
like that.
a funny guy.
Maybe
Have you
it's
seen
because
Mike-
of the mushrooms, but I don't know.
I
Tyson
wouldn't.
Mysteries.
No,
Yes,
wow.
yes. Yeah.
I had to
Tyson
interrupt. I'm
Mysteries
sorry.
aside.
Yeah. Don't get me started on Mike
McDonald's
Tyson's
on it.
mysteries.
Yeah.
It's such
We'll
a
have to
fun
do an
Norm is
episode
the
on-
bird. Yeah.
the fucking bird.
And then there's a ghost that hangs out with him.
I feel like we shouldn't even comment on prior Mike Tyson. He was like a different
Yeah,
thing.
he even just said it,
from
right?
biting
Yeah,
off
very
people's
deep.
ears.
beast, man, a literal gladiator, basically.
Dude, he bit off some dude's ear.
Wow.
Dude, that man was a literal fighting machine.
Yeah, everyone's afraid of him, man.
Yeah.
I think that's why he can say what he wants.
Yeah.
That's like,
Everyone is
kick your
afraid
ass.
of Mike Tyson.
Even now.
If I was a monster, yeah.
So you were saying he's doing a lot of mushrooms
So
now?
he's doing a lot of mushrooms now. I think there was this one thing Marco might have even shown me. He was just on a podcast, and someone was like, "Look at all these mushrooms."
And he ate him.
Just shoves them
It's
down
on
his
Logan
throat.
Paul's podcast.
What was it?
Logan Paul's podcast.
Oh, fuck that guy.
Yeah.
But yes,
Yeah,
he
fuck
did
that
do
guy.
the mushrooms nonetheless. And like the way he talks now, it's all very common sense. It's just like he could see what's going on in the world today. And regardless of where you end up on the political spectrum, sort of, I believe what he's saying is like, if you look at the world right now, we're falling off the cliff on the left. So, all right, all of a sudden, common sense brings you culturally a little more, you want to maintain homeostasis. You want to come back to the balance. Homeostasis, not homo spaces. Homeostasis.
You want to maintain
You said it.
all those spaces.
You don't want to
said it.
maintain your homo spaces. You're going to get monkeypox that way, all right?
Your safe spaces.
Your safe spaces, too. But if you do that, you could say, all right, now I tend to act or appear or come off as more conservative because you want that balance in the world. And I think that's all he's saying, right? I think that's what the common sense is that we can all get along. There are many different people in this world. But the second you start screaming at someone for eating a stick of meat, you lost it.
It's what I was saying to you in the car on the way here.
What's that?
The meditating part where I'm like just chilling. We're chilling, and all of a sudden you shake me to look. All of a sudden, now you've broken my meditation, and now I have to look, and we're somewhere else entirely. We're not where we are supposed to be in this
Ooh, that's deep.
homeostasis. Just everything goes and flows as it is.
I like that. Because it's almost as if the definition of common sense is, or the lack of it, where it died, to answer your question, is when people start inventing problems out of thin air. Think about it. Like, maybe there wasn't a problem, but you invented one. Now, whether that's to play God or to feel more important than you are, or to show off to somebody. I remember in school, it was always like, you don't know what I've been through, motherfucker. You don't know me.
Yeah.
You don't know my life. And then I'm like, all right, yeah, everybody struggles, dog. Like,
And then
what?
that goes
Life is
back to
crazy.
people who want to be noticed and seen for smashing the fucking things because it's like that's
Mom
not
didn't
common
pay attention
sense.
to me.
That exactly,
Yeah.
exactly, because they're not being paid attention to. So we're gonna start pouring the milk out, so
I'm
people
gonna
will hear us
force
and
you to
see
pay
us.
attention to me.
It's like that's not common sense because
Love me!
that's also like
yeah, right.
Oh, I see you now. I don't
property.
fucking like you.
Yeah, right. I didn't have any feelings towards you before. Now I fucking hate you.
It's almost like you should have meditated with me, used some common sense, and then we'd figure something out. Maybe I would have noticed your little vibes, and we can change something.
That's
Like,
right.
I
You
would-
just sit next
fucked
to me
everything
and
up.
Shut the fuck
Yeah,
up. Right? Like,
I would rather trust someone with common sense than book smart. You know,
yeah, we need it these days.
because
it's lacking.
you could be
It's the opposite.
book
yeah.
smart and have all these degrees, but you can have no common sense.
Look at the world today. This is what I was ranting about in the driveway, which is just like we have this pandemic of the experts.
Yeah.
And now they're finally admitting, I could say this on YouTube. You guys ready? I can say it.
Whoa.
Masks don't work.
Oh.
They never worked. It's all garbage.
I don't want to hear it.
The effects
No,
are
I do wanna hear it.
negligible.
It's fucking stupid.
I
It's so
don't wanna
stupid.
hear-
Dude, that upsets me so much.
Insane.
'Cause it really only takes
They
like a
would've ruined
little
your
bit of
life.
applied logic to
Yeah.
understand that.
And that's what it is. The common sense. A little bit of applied logic. Look into it. Think about it.
Look
Test it if you want to.
Look into the average size that
Yeah.
the mask can filter out, what the probability of that is. You need a mathematician to do that, like my professor who did the math on that, and everyone calls him crazy. But you're going to trust some random dude who doesn't even do this type of statistical analysis on his medical professional opinion.
Right.
Even though this is brand new, but not the person who works in statistical.
Now that's insane because I say it, I have said it, I always have, but then they don't even believe the professor who actually does it. What do we got here, Poach?
CDC's 6-foot social distancing rule was arbitrary, says former FDA commissioner.
Oh my God, so it's official.
They just picked a number.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Dude, so this is what I'm saying too, right? You just feel better, like, all right, stand about 6 feet
They were like, we
away.
got to give
It's
the
like
people
a-
something.
yeah.
I'm comfortable now. Yeah. give them
See, this
something.
whole pandemic could have not happened if there was more common sense.
Yeah, wow, deep, man. And the death of common sense is this fear, I've noticed too.
There's a lot of fear.
It's all
Dude,
fear, man. That's what
they're
the
trying
pandemic
to.
was.
Yeah, they're trying, like the
I wonder if I
media.
could say that still.
And all these people are trying to put fear into these other people. And it's just like, shut up.
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
You know, I don't give a shit. You know, it's like,
don't
oh, there's a
care.
pandemic. How am I going to change it?
Die anyway.
Yeah.
I think people need more ancient wisdom because it's just like you are going to die. All you're doing is speeding up your eventual demise.
Everyone's afraid to die.
You're flipping out, but you're afraid to die, so you never
I'm not
live.
afraid
Is
to
that
die.
why?
Yes.
Is that what happens? You force everybody to stay away from each other so we could all live. We could all
Mitch.
not die. of a
Live,
fake-
work 9 to 5 every day. See?
Working 9 to 5.
Don't you worry, because the United States is going back to the moon.
What?
Oh, yeah, I read that shit too.
We're going back to the moon, everybody.
I don't buy it.
We're going
Wait a second. We just got through a pandemic. There's a war in Ukraine. And what does Biden decide to do? You know what? God damn it. I want to go eat some cheese.
We're going back to the moon at $4 billion per trip.
I don't buy it,
Jesus
dude.
It was
Christ.
10 billion before, right? In that article, it did mention that.
Yeah, there's a few trips planned.
This is
but
so
they're
suspicious.
$4 billion each.
This is worse than Batwoman.
So the first trip was
Batgirl?
planned to happen
Holy shit.
today. We were supposed to launch the first one. We're supposed to launch.
Today?
Yeah, we're supposed to launch dummies.
Oh, okay.
The dummies were going to go around the moon.
Great use of taxpayer dollars.
To make sure that it was like safe for the people, the dummies were supposed to have like a bunch of sensors and shit.
Whose rockets are we using?
our own? We built them.
No, NASA.
Like old
I mean,
space
SpaceX.
station,
I think
NASA?
SpaceX, right?
No, we built new ones.
Really?
Build new.
Okay.
New rockets.
Got
Yeah.
someone to steal Elon's.
Because Elon smoked too much weed. And we don't
Elon
trust
was
him
high.
anymore.
Someone went to the Joe Rogan studios,
Yep.
picked his pocket while he was flipping out.
Jesus
So,
Christ.
yep.
That is such money just to send shit up, just to go around the
Yeah.
moon and come back
Is
down.
there a goal?
We're
by the end of all
gonna
this?
in 2 years people are going. This is the first
so
one with the
fucking dope.
dummies. The dummies are gonna test it out. Make
Dummies
sure,
is right.
Yep. And then they're gonna replace the dummies with people after they get all the tests.
So they're gonna-
There'll
results.
still be dummies.
So they're sending the dummies so they can send more dummies?
There it is. You got it. Thanks for explaining my joke, Ryan. But so wait, what is the real purpose of this? By the end of all the trips to the moon,
I told you we're going back to the moon.
But why?
are we gonna learn something?
We're gonna live there.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
we're going back. We're staying there.
I
They're
think,
gonna
I
send
think
up a
moon
cr-
rock is actually worth something.
well, sure, it's rare.
Not just
But what are they
because
going to
it's rare.
harvest
Yeah,
moon rocks and sell it on the
yeah.
black market?
But not just because it's
I
rare.
got
There's a
some
reason,
moon
I think.
rocks.
I'm not positive about this. I
Yeah.
might be completely wrong, and it might just be expensive because it's rare.
You wrong.
Wow.
I could be.
You think
Also-
the government is just doing this because there's inflation, so they're
gonna go get
moon
resources
rocks
from the moon.
and sell it on the black market. I mean, not a bad idea if that's the
So
case.
this is my thing. Like Elon's got these rockets that
Science.
are reusable.
Yeah.
These rockets can't be reused.
We don't have.
They're $4 billion each.
Just to go up there to come back
Yeah.
down and be useless.
One way.
What the fuck?
Most of it doesn't come back down. It burns up on the way up.
Yet they're bitching about all this money we don't have.
We're giving it away to space aliens. We're giving it away to illegal aliens.
And Elon has these
Giving it away to
rockets,
Marco.
but we don't want to pay the private
loans.
sector.
Oh, student loans. Oh, they said a joke today that my mortgage identifies as a student loan.
Yeah.
Money for everybody. Wow. Yeah, that's fucked up. So I don't get it. What is it? Science?
Yeah, why
We're
are
gonna
they
send
going,
Fauci to the moon?
Yeah, why are they going to the moon? What's the purpose of it?
Science.
Look, I'm not going to be so
Research.
negative as you guys. I think it's
I'm
probably a good
curious.
thing.
I want to know. I'm just asking questions.
They're gonna send a construction crew up there to start building a dome.
Yeah, right.
No,
Information is
Resort for the
information.
rich
Data is
people. It's
data.
like-
We will find something. Something will
I
lead to
mean-
some other discovery, and also maybe they want to build something on the dark side of the
That
moon.
would
All
be
that
some
stuff.
shit.
There probably even
Lantern.
is. Yeah.
The rich people will probably be the ones going up to live on the moon.
Why?
Yo,
if you're rich, why
facts.
the fuck do you want to go to the moon?
I don't buy it because you want to
Because it-
escape the Earth right now. 'cause
Exactly.
It sucks.
If the Earth is gonna go,
And
the
then one
rich
rock
people are
comes
gonna
and
go
you're all
first.
dead.
I guess.
I guess that's true for us too. but
Yeah,
we'll
yeah.
take a bigger rock.
Yeah.
At least it's
Yeah.
not a glass dome that's
The
protecting
rich
you.
people and the important people will be the first people to go live on another planet if it happens and when it happens.
Oh, for sure. What
Because-
was that? Elysium? There was just a ship in the sky. You remember that movie?
Yeah, I saw it once, but I was like,
It sucked, yeah. Jodie
not
Foster.
your best Matt Damon.
They'll be
You know
the first
Eminem
to
was
go
gonna
there
be that
and live
role?
comfortably.
That would've
Eminem-
been a movie.
Eminem was first lined up for that role, but he was like, nah, and then they
It
gave it to
sounds
fucking
good.
Matt Damon.
Yeah. What's you gonna do, Doug? So if ancient astronaut theorists are correct, we might find something on the dark side of the moon. Wasn't that like our first episode or something like that too? Dark side of the moon, one of our first episodes here on Ancient Wisdom.
I feel like all the conspiracies are that
remember
China
anymore.
already has something on the dark side.
Oh yes, that's right.
Yeah.
So Margo, you think you had an expression when Ryan first started talking there, like you weren't sure about the distinction between the two.
You know me, Mitch.
That's right.
I agree with Ryan. You can't have darkness without light or anything like that. But I also really am not sure that darkness needs to actually exist. I always go back. I think I mentioned in the first episode I'm on about that part of math that tries to do everything with nothing but truthful statements. Think light, right, the good. How to describe everything with nothing but true statements. They're not there yet, but I feel like it's possible. But maybe our knowledge needs to get much more wider, or maybe we need to take a bite of that apple from the tree. Right? We need to get all the wisdom to actually really understand how to say everything with
But the
just truth.
biting of the apple was seen as a negative thing.
Yeah, that was a sin.
Which is interesting because it brings up my topic for the night. It's sort of long-term versus short-term gains. Have you guys heard of the marshmallow test? They give a test to about 3-year-old kids, and they say, put them in a room, said, I'm going to give you a marshmallow. You could eat this marshmallow right now, or if I come back in 5-10 minutes, you could have 3 marshmallows. What do?
They eat it.
They eat that marshmallow. It turns out that the intelligent, higher IQ wait because they have a sense of delayed gratification. But the dumber kids, or haven't reached the level of rationalization, will just eat the mushroom right off the bat. I need it right now. Did I say mushroom? You did. Oh my goodness.
You thinking of
Freudian
mushrooms,
slip.
Mitch?
Ah!
Should buy some mushrooms.
And this gets stuck too. I'm like,
I thought the chair just broke, and I was like, oh no.
ah! But I'm gonna cut that out.
No, you gotta leave that. That was crazy. That was crazy.
Oh wait, where were we
it's
talking about?
all real.
Mushrooms. What?
Marshmallows.
Oh, what? Oh, yes,
Marshmallows.
marshmallows.
Isn't it
Why am I
kind
Marshmallow
thinking
kids.
about-
Isn't it kind of like?
Don't give kids mushrooms.
Marshmallow, mushrooms, same thing.
You know, it's very similar words.
Maybe we should give kids mushrooms.
Maybe we should take them right now.
You got some?
Who says we didn't?
But
I wouldn't fucking be here.
so it's like I'm confused, right? So I want to know something, and I want to know what you guys think about this. It's the short term versus the long term, right? Because if you think about it, everybody from Jordan Peterson to all these, even intelligent guys, they tell you, make a plan, make a 5-year plan, think about the future, invest, put your money aside, don't spend it all right now. And I'm like, okay, that doesn't sound, half bad. But then the other side of me says, where's the faith in that? Where's the adventure in that? Where's the presence in that? Do you deny yourself a sense of presence by putting something sort of on the table for now to delay your gratification?
I think so.
You think so?
I think this is a big thought that I had recently with this whole starting the job, doing the master's for 5 years, getting a pay raise, all this stuff. It's like I'm putting these 5 years of my life in some kind of like purgatory state where I'm like, all right, we'll just write this off so I can live better 5 years from now. I'll have this money and I'll go on vacation and this stuff. In reality, I'm just gaining more responsibilities later on that will take away from me in the future as a trade for something, money, I guess.
And a lot of people do it for money, right? They put it aside and they say money. Everyone I talk to, a guy who's going to be a lawyer, a guy who's going to the army, they always answer the same thing. Well, I'll get a good job later.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, well, will you be happy? Will you even like the job? Is the money worth it? What are you going to do with that money? Do you even know? Do you even care? You'll plan to get the money, but like maybe you won't even plan what you're going to do with the money. How that's going to, attain any type of happiness or whatever the goal is.
I've always hated that question. What do you want to do in 5 years, 10 years when you're older? I never fucking knew how to answer that.
It's like...
maybe that's also going back to what I was saying in the driveway. Like, there's something about us that, like, if we found the right guru, we would just drop everything and disappear for 10 years. No need to plan anything. We'll just figure it out. But no, we need to... Today's day and age tells us we need to map it all out, have a plan out, how we're going to save money, retire, all this stuff. But you're just playing a different game at this point. And you've decided this is the best. This is what society tells us is the best way to live life and be happy. What the fuck does any of that even mean?
It's
Are
just
you really
what society
living?
says.
Yeah.
Like exactly what you guys just said. It's what society wants.
Yeah.
It's not what we want. It's what they want us to do.
Deep. Was that a burp at the end?
I don't know. Leave it in. It's funny. Leave it in. But yeah, it's like because you see a lot of people are following society and what society is doing because they like see all these influencers and this person's doing that, so let's do this for a trend. But then it's like you get the people who are like, I don't fucking give a shit about that. I'm just gonna do my own thing. Those are the people who more or less get looked down upon because they're not with the it crowd,
Right. And it's fucked up because I always see that from a historical perspective, like the government or the ruling class wants you to become more sheep-like, wants you to become more controllable, wants you to do it. Because if you think about it, every little interaction we have, the other person is sort of defining who you are. We nod our head yes if we like what they're talking about. Maybe we'll stay quiet if we don't. And it sort of has this inbuilt manipulation to a certain degree, but it is natural. But it's just who has the balls to step aside and say, I am who I am regardless. Go fuck yourself. And it's just like in the sort of present state, in the faithful state, maybe you are more, I like to put it this way, it's a little more honest, I think. Because if we keep on compounding and putting things aside, maybe we'll make money, we'll make X, Y, and Z. But those are all thoughts. Those are all the devil on the shoulder telling you what you want, what you need, when everything's right here. I don't know. It's just like, why are you not appreciating now? The big thought of ancient wisdom, you're going to be dead one day.
It's how you said, honest. No one's honest.
Okay.
People want to say things to make people the sheep. Hence the masks. Hence being...
You're talking about the ruling class, right?
Whatever. However you want to take it. But it's like... We're like with the fucking 6 feet thing. It's like it wasn't real, so it's like we're gonna make up these fibs so these people will listen to us,
right?
So it's like, why not just be honest and be like, we don't know. I don't know what that is.
So you think there's no honesty, Ryan, at all?
I mean, there's honesty, but like where the honesty's coming from, it should be coming from. Like the lies are coming from where the honesty should be coming from. Like especially like with all this whole COVID thing, it's like if none of that was like real, like we had to be 6 feet. If you didn't know, don't make up a fucking number. Don't just tell us.
I think honesty comes from confidence in a lot of ways.
I agree. Because you can tell an honest person to a liar.
Yeah, because like if I'm confident, then I don't need you to think anything about me. And if I don't need you to think anything about me or about life or about yourself for that matter, then I don't really even need to deceive you. It's these people that are unsure of themselves that I'm unsure about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Those are the first ones to lie to you. Those are the first ones to deceive, to make you think a certain thing, like a Fauci. You could tell he was bullied throughout school.
They're afraid of the consequences.
You can look, but you don't have
Finally,
to.
I'm a scientist.
See, if someone says
Everybody
shit like
respects
that,
me.
if someone says shit like that, it's like
I got a Disney documentary. So.
you can look, but you don't have to.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is that? Like, that's someone who's not being honest. Like, oh, you can look, but really don't look. We don't want you to look. We've got some stuff that you might not want to see.
I feel like lying comes a lot from people who are afraid of the consequences.
Yep.
Afraid to tell people what they really feel and hurt someone's feelings. But
Scared
just by doing that, you're playing God. You're saying that I know how you're going to react to my truthful statement.
yep, deep.
And I've said this to so many people, but the best thing anyone's ever told me in my life comes from you. It's when you told me about me going to school. I'm thinking, how am I going to pay for it? I'm going back to school. I don't know. I haven't done math in forever. How am I going to pay for this shit? And you literally told me to shut the fuck up and do it. If you're going to do it, you're going to do it because you made up your mind and I believe in you. So shut the fuck up.
And that's
Maybe
what no
hurtful,
one-
maybe to some.
Yeah.
That was the best thing anyone's ever told me in my life because I literally shut the fuck up and I did it.
Did what needed to be
And
done.
everything happened so smoothly after that. Got a full ride, all my worries went away because I shut the fuck up and I just did it. Just truthful with myself. Ever since that moment too, I try not to lie. I try to just be truthful. I don't give a fuck if it hurts your feelings. It's just the truth. And that's it.
And those who are real will accept it.
Yep. Because nobody wants to be honest and tell people the truth when it comes down to it.
Why do you feel that way, Ryan?
Because, like he said, people don't want to hurt people's feelings or get their feelings hurt, or freak everybody out, or freak yourself out. No one wants to be the one who would be like, you know what, you're doing this, so do it. You know, like he said, you told him like shut up and do it, and then he basically calmed down, took a breath, and did it. Because you were honest. But if you said, oh, you know what, don't do it, it's not going to work out, this and that, that's a lie.
Right.
You know, you're putting bullshit into his head and then making him more stressed out if you were to be the negative way with it, you know?
Yeah, there's nothing worse than that mama energy. Oh, sweet baby Marco. Oh, my God. I'm sure you could do it if you just put your mind to
Just
it.
take out some loans, do this and this and
Let
this.
me write a little checklist for you.
Yeah.
Oh, it'll be fine. We'll break it down
But
into
if you-
cute little steps.
And if you got someone on your side who's like, you know what, you shut your fucking mouth, you do that, you do this, and you'll succeed.
That's dad though. That's
Yeah,
the
I was
that's
just gonna say,
dad.
it's more like the
It's basically like, it sounds like he's describing my dad.
yeah,
exactly.
Because I think I told my dad, like, Dad, I want to go to school for engineering. He's like, what? Why would you do that? What the
a
hell is
fucking
that?
idiot.
Like, to go to work. Don't go to school. I don't know.
That's the same shit my dad said. You want to go to physics? What is this philosophy?
What are you talking about? Is that
Go be a real
philosophy,
estate
huh?
agent, make some money.
My
We're
dad
gonna
is
get the t-shirts philosophy, huh?
Philosophy, yeah. Yo,
With
wait,
your
no,
dad's
that really should be our t-shirts.
Dude,
Can
that's
we
gotta be a
please make that our
t-shirt.
t-shirt?
Philosophy, huh?
See,
And your dad's little cartoon face on the front.
and I should get a culture one.
Yeah, that's right. You're just like, have all the Marvel. No, that won't make money. We'll get sued.
Yeah.
How do we spell
I was thinking EH question mark.
Yeah, yeah, philosophy,
yeah.
yeah. And then culture,
That sounds
yeah.
like, hey, huh?
That sounds.
But yeah, to me it sounds like the divine masculine, of course, and just like God the Father, where it's just like, all right, why would I lie to you? What do I get from lying to you? And honestly, it's just like the divine masculine goes even deeper, because like in that moment that Marco's talking about, I literally there's of course truth, but it's sort of the true love. And it's also putting the emotions aside, where it's just like, I kind of just really wanted him to shut the fuck up. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
We were
It's like,
having a
shut
fun
up, dude.
conversation, and what am I gonna do? And you know, not to make fun of you, Marco, but just like just the world, that people that think that way, like if you keep on stressing about it, something will. But it's just like, all right, the sort of divine masculine is God. It's like if you shut up, the answer will come to you. God will speak. You will do the right thing because you are intelligent. Because I have faith in you.
No one has faith. That's why.
It's very true, man. It's like, why wouldn't you succeed if your head's in the right place, if you're a smart enough person, if you got the right friends? It's just like, I know you could do it. I know we could do it. We got a show right now. What the fuck is this show?
Yeah,
we got an internet show.
That logic pans out. You said to me that if I really thought it through, and if that's really what I want to do, you believe in me. That's exactly how it worked out. It's truth. You were being truthful to me. I doubt you even really remember what you said to me because you just spoke. You weren't thinking about it. You weren't trying to come up with some fancy way to appeal
Like
my sorrow and misery or
That's right.
stress.
Soften the blow. or
Yeah,
anything
like what
that.
he just said. You spoke. No one speaks, and the
Yeah.
people who do speak are just full of shit. You know.
Wow. That's so deep. Those who know do not speak. Those who speak know not.
And then it goes back to when I was talking about looking at people in the bar. The loudest one in the room is the weakest.
Oh,
The more
deep.
quietest one
Yep, full
is the
circle.
strongest because
So true.
you get oh yeah, fuck yeah, this take shots. Let's do
Speaking
this.
by nature is almost trying to prove something.
Yeah.
And it's just like, even this show, it's like, yeah, we're trying to prove, we're trying to show, we're trying to entertain. There's all this trying going on. I wouldn't say it's necessarily demonic. It's just like even identifying that one day we want to make money, but it's just like, I don't know. It's also fun. It's the only way you could sort of connect in that way.
Yeah.
Which is where the sort of divine feminine comes in, I think. It's because you have to talk sometimes. We got to have some society. We got to, it's fun to, I wouldn't say gossip, but at least know what's going on and figure out. And philosophy, huh?
Yeah, and it's good to learn information and hear things, but like sometimes you don't know what's false and what's true.
Right.
You know, it's like someone
You
can
almost never do.
Yeah, someone can be like, "Oh, you know, this is happening to the moon," or like, "This is what people are
I
doing,
don't
pouring
trust
out
you.
milk." It's like
in
I see
50
the
years,
milk, I don't
the
see
Earth will be
moon.
gone.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah.
I think, you know, they keep saying it 30 years ago. They're like, the Earth is going to be over in 10 years.
Yeah, dude,
2K.
Watch out.
2012, the world was supposed to end.
Yeah, that
just
too,
because
right?
the
Mayan calendar
Yeah,
said-
Mayan
Ritual.
calendar ended that day, so we were supposed to die.
Wow. Dog.
My dad believed in that so much he stopped everything he was doing.
Wow. He is one of those guys, man. Why did you buy into it? What a fuck,
Fucking
dude.
no.
I got to get him
They
on
are
the show.
powerful ancient aliens at work there, Mitch.
That would be the
know
weirdest
your
episode
science.
ever.
Philosophy, huh?
What a piece of shit. I hate Marco's dad.
But you love him.
But I love him. He's also the biggest character. And that's deep too,
Small
right?
the reefer.
Because I think about, and the old trope is that, you know, people sort of on the left of the spectrum, the more emotional, the more women, they're also the more dramatic. Dramatic. And it's like maybe the reason why we
Yeah.
have television, we have movies and that kind of thing. Because otherwise it would just be men building stuff all day.
Yeah, and it's like
And you're
going
all
back
right.
to being dramatic. People take it all way out of proportion. It could be one little itty bitty
Right.
thing,
And that
and
could
then
be
it
fun,
blows
too.
the fuck up.
Right,
and it's
exactly.
like, wow, okay.
But when these people start being in charge of our lives,
Come
then it
on, the
starts
frogs are
becoming a
turning
problem.
The
gay.
first person
Yeah.
who was just like the biggest dramatic person is like, all right, you sound ridiculous, but maybe we put you on a stage and you do this. People will think
Right.
it's so ridiculous. They'll like it.
That's right.
You're making fun of him, but in reality, it's like, oh, fuck, this worked.
This sounds great. You're not being real, so let's put you in a place where not being real is actually appropriate. We'll call it the theater.
And it shall be drama.
It shall be drama. Theater, persona, Greek, mask. Do we all wear masks in our day-to-day life?
Oh, fuck.
Deep. What are we hiding behind
Truth.
our eyes? No,
I don't know.
what do you say?
Our
was
lack
all
of
fucking
understanding of our own selves.
Oh, damn, Marco, deep.
I don't even know where that came from.
Maybe the Lord, maybe the Spirit, maybe from no one, maybe from nowhere. Do we even exist?
No.
The world may never know. Guys, amazing discussion tonight.
The world will really never know. That's one of those things that kind of really like frustrates me, actually. The fact that you can never actually prove that your perception of what's going on continues after your death. You guys could all be robots, and I could be the only like actual live person, and there's no way to prove or disprove that.
I mean, yeah, it's very true. Until like the moment you fucking croak, who knows?
That's right.
Like, who knows if you die, you just kind of like, oh shit, that was all. What? And
My
it's
own
like,
dream.
You're just in this fucking room with whatever, you know.
Took some alien drug.
The Matrix.
I think about it sometimes. Even this morning, I was like, what if I'm still on the floor during an ayahuasca trip?
Dude, yeah, like, it's true. Like, how do you know you're still
Like,
not tripping
honestly,
right
it
now?
kind of feels like it sometimes.
Well, could be months, can be 10 minutes.
Right.
You know?
You never know, man.
Years.
Lifetimes.
Didn't you live multiple? As a fucking blueberry?
So they say. So I say. But who am I? Guys, break the mold. Break the barriers. Come back. Join us on Ancient Wisdom.